The Lake Conway's filled up a little bit, and this is a really nice morning. It's not too hot yet. So join me in getting a little movement. This is not hardcore. This is just a nice way to get your body moving if you spend way too much time in a chair. So let's just start by rolling the hips in one direction, and then we'll take them around in the other. And now let's go one direction, one round, and then switch it up. So our brains are going to get a little bit of work here, not much. Gotta remember to switch directions. Great. And now we're going to step together. Nice and easy. Take it slow at first. And we're going to add a little Qigong move. So we're going to cross the body. So we're crossing the meridians, our Qi meridians, where our energy flows. We're going to cross over. And then start crossing back. So we're going to take it back, back. The birds are our music, but I make little sounds on the side, which is a characteristic of autistic people. And yeah, I knew that I did that my whole life, but I didn't get tested for autism until I was 62, so last year. And I found out that there are a whole bunch of people in this world who make little clicking noises with their mouth. So now we're going to just take the hips back and forth one more time. This time just side to side. Okay, and now let's start stepping as if we're kind of marching in a high school marching band. I guess maybe even a college marching band might do this. And get a little bit of energy going into your legs. Build up a little bit of heat. We're going to get to stretching in a moment. The stretching is the easy, fun, relaxing part. My husband just came in. He thinks I'm insane, but yeah, he's probably right. Okay, and step together. All right, so now you should have a little bit of heat started up in your legs. So what we're gonna do is just bend forward, reaching down for the toes, stretch out the backs of the legs. Then you're gonna take your fingertips out in front of you and lift up your back so it's kind of flat. And then we're gonna round down again and we're gonna roll up. Okay. So we're going to do these movements, build them up together until we end up doing an entire salutation to the sun, a yoga move, a yoga sequence. So we're going to come down. We're doing the very easy version of it. We're going to come up to the fingertips. Come down again. Now, if you can't reach the ground, your hands are on your thighs. And then we're going to roll up. Now we're going to add in lifting the arms up high to the sky. And then we're going to swan dive down. Now, if this is too difficult for your back, I want you to put your hands on your thighs and roll down nice and easy. And just stay with your hands on your thighs. So this is where you could be if this is as far as you're comfortable. So the rest of us are going to come up to our fingertips and then roll over and come up in the reverse swan or roll back up. Hands to heart center. Good. Now, you might be breathing a little bit. I am. So that's okay. That's what we're here for. Let's take a few breaths. One last deep in. And let's try it one more time. Hands come up towards the sky. We're going to either swan dive down or hands on your thighs and roll yourself down as far as you feel comfortable. Then lift up to a straight back, round out again. And now you're either going to roll up one vertebrae at a time, or if your back can handle this, take your arms out to the side and take a reverse swan up. Hands into heart center. Very nice. And now we're going to do a little bit of a balancing move. So we're going to let's take the right knee out to the side. And you take your hands down, palms forward. So now your weight's all on your left foot, your left leg, and you're going to take the right foot and just bring it up to the inside of the calf. So if you stare at one spot, and if you bring your core tight, so like your abdomen, all those muscles down in your lower torso are all tight, that is strong, that's going to help you balance. Now, if you need to, put a chair next to you with a high back and hang on to it. And that will help you also to balance, of course. And if you'd like to try to go a little further and you feel comfortable that you're not going to fall over, then you can bring that right foot up inside of the left thigh. Okay. But wherever you are is where you are. And now we're going to bring the right foot down to the ground, shake it out, give that left foot a little swirl. It did a lot of work. Now we're going to take the left foot and we're going to use it as a kickstand. If you'd like, get a chair with a back. You can always pause. That's the great thing about doing this on YouTube together, is that you can pause it, go get a chair, go get a drink. Not an alcoholic one. It's something like water. Okay, so you could drink whatever you want. If a glass of wine is going to make this easier for you, go ahead. Let's bring your left foot into your right calf. Okay, I'm still pretending that I have the chair there. And you're just going to balance again, tight, stare at one spot, listen to the birds. And then if it's possible for you, you can take that left foot up inside the right thigh. And we're going to go further and further. All right. And take that down. Take out the legs. Give that right foot a little swirl around. Okay, let's just do 10 lifts. So we're going to be balancing and working our strength in the calves. We're going to lift up and down. And that's so simple. Up and down. Up. 3 and down. 4. Let's go faster. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now take that left foot out in front of you. Just press the toes towards you, the heel out. We're going to stretch that calf just a little bit. We're going to switch feet, stretch the calf a little bit, and there you go. Now let's bring the hands out into a swirl. And if it is comfortable for you, you can bend your fingers. My fingers don't like to bend much anymore. They are definitely on a, what is that called when you walk out of work? So it helps me if I just do it one time gently and then shake the hands out, get a little blood into the fingertips. Right. Now let's take our head and we're going to roll it forward. So you're doing a half circle with your head. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a exercise physiologist. I have been teaching exercise classes since, I was about 17 years old, I think, when I started. So that was a lot of years ago. It was back when aerobics first came out. Jane Fonda, Richard Simmons. I worked at Richard Simmons Anatomy Asylum. And I worked at the Mid-Valley Athletic Club, where Dick Chamberlain was one of the owners. He asked me on a date. It was the worst date of my life. Okay, so take a breath after that, and we're going to just bring ourselves down. I want your feet to come out extra wide. Take your hands to your thighs like you're playing baseball. Then try to bring yourself down gently. There we go. And we're going to bring the legs out in front. We're going to reach down towards the toes. Oh, I love that forward fold. And now we're going to start rolling back a little bit at a time. And feet up towards the sky. Of course, if you need to, you can use your hands to just kind of help rest your legs against. And then we're going to take our knees in towards the chest and roll it gently side to side, working your lower back into the earth. Then taking the arms out to a T position, if your arms have that mobility. Otherwise, keep them down to your sides. We're going to drop the knees over to the right and look to the left. You're still breathing, I hope. We're going to take the knees over to the left, looking to the right. And coming to the center, let's just bring the legs forward. And we're going to take a final position in yoga. They call it Shavasana. I just call it, ah. There you are, enjoying the feelings that you have in your body now, that feeling of accomplishment that comes after you push yourself a little bit, and knowing that you did something really good for yourself today and that you can do this every day. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed looking at the lake. It's probably going to dry up again. They've been opening up the dam, letting the water out. But for today, we were able to enjoy it. Sounds like these birds are enjoying it too. Oh.